Hey everyone, Carla here from Documenting the Journey. I am going to go over today with you my top 5 favorite planner accessories. And this was a really challenging video for me to kind of process. I actually got the idea from Cecilia of Scientists Plans, and I just love all the accessories. But if I had to choose just 5, I'm going to go over those top 5 with you, and maybe I'll add a couple of extra bonus ones in there. So I guess the biggest thing for me is it really depends on which planner I'm using at the time. I use multiple planners, and so in here is my bullet journal, which is a A5 sized Zequins. I also have my Hobonichi Cousin, which used to be my functional planner, but it's kind of turned into a little bit of a hodgepodge of other things. I ended up switching because I didn't like the colors of these. And then I've also got my MakseLife, which is my goal setting, reflections, and just kind of like heart and soul internal work. So it really depends on what type of planner we're talking about. So I'm going to just base everything off of my most widely used planner at the moment, which is my bullet journal. It's my most functional planner. And this has got my monthly, my weekly, my daily, my trackers, my, oh gosh, just everything. My whole life is in here right now. And so the first accessory that I wanted to go over is planner covers. I really love planner covers. And so I think that one of my biggest things with most planners that I've gotten into is just putting a cover on them. As I chit chat, I'm going to kind of move everything else out of the way a little bit. And so I didn't really love planner covers until I got into book-bound systems. And once I found out that I was a book-bound lover, I found out that I really needed a cover. And that's really just kind of because most book bounds you find are kind of like the card stock. I'm gonna throw another planner out there, but the Passion Planner has the really hard cover for the book bound. But the Hobonichi Cousin and your A5 Zequins and even your Stalogies just have the kind of cardstock cover, and they're quite floppy. And so if they stay at home, I don't mind them just like this, but if they travel with me or go anywhere at all, I need to have a cover. So I have found that I actually like multiple covers. So this is probably one of my favorite structured covers. This is by Cocoa Paper, and this is an A5 journal / planner cover. The style is called May, M-A-Y. And I think I spent about $50-ish on it. And I bought this in 2019. I was actually using the Passion Planner Daily at the time, which is daily pages, and it's 3 months per book. And I was using it kind of as a journal, and it stayed in here because I was writing in it every day. And so this was probably my first like real planner cover. And then I went down the Hobonichi route, and I got an A5 cover for my cousin. I love this cover because it is made specifically for the Hobonichi. It also has this cover on cover, which is the plastic, so it kind of protects your what kind of material is this, y'all? I don't know what kind of material this is, like satiny type of materials, from getting dirty. And then I also love leather covers. So again, another planner. This is my Hobonichi Weeks, and this is a leather cover by Maria over at BujoPlanner. And this is what I use in combination for my wallets. I also have covers from Estelle, and y'all, this is not even including my ring planners. This is just journal and planner covers. So as you can see, it is definitely one of my most widely used and interchangeable planner items. I actually really love the idea of covers. Yes, they are kind of pricey depending on which ones you get, but if I just change the cover, I kind of feel like I'm getting a whole new planner. And I'm a planner jumper. I've always been a planner jumper since, 1990 or whatever, when I started planners. I would just never be satisfied in a planner, or I would want something different, and I would always jump around. But I found in 2020, when I started putting my stuff in covers, I stuck with things a lot longer. So planner covers is definitely number one for me as far as planner accessories. And I could do a whole video just on every planner cover I have because it's extensive. So that is definitely my number one favorite accessory because again, it protects your planner. It also kind of makes you feel like you've got like a new type of planner. There's pockets. You can put a lot of accessories in here. And then this is a clear vinyl cover from Lauren Phelps Designs with a sterling ink vellum inside of it. And so you can even just use something like this without the leather cover and you can change your vellum on the inside. And it's just nice to be able to change things around. I change my handbags probably just as often as I change my planners. And so definitely number one for my favorite accessory is planner covers, regardless of what planner I'm using. I just love covers. So I'd say my second favorite and most widely used item are stencils. I have a very, very large variety of stencils. I use a lot of stencils. I don't really feel like I'm super creative when I do designing type things, especially for my bullet journal. And so I actually started using stencils in 2019 when I got my MakseLife. And I just love the flexibility of being able to change layouts during your planning. And so I'll show you a couple of things that I've got. So here in my Hobonichi, I was doing daily layouts with stencils. And so these are the stencils that I have from Beauty by Starlet. This is a set that I purchased from her. She's on Etsy. I'll link her below. I'm not an affiliate, but I got these. And then this is another Beauty by Starlet. And then Dear Lily Designs are also some of my favorite. And so I just love being able to kind of space things out and have everything kind of bulleted and a little bit more presentable, or makes things look a little bit nicer and cleaner in my opinion. And so I did that for quite a while, and you can see a really big difference between visually what it looks like when you have something that is stencil free versus if you take an extra 5 minutes and add a couple of stencils and just a little pop of color here and there. So I do love my stencils. So this is how they look in my Hobonichi. And then in my MakseLife, so here in my MakseLife, I used some stencils. I used some border stencils from Dear Lily Designs. And these are this set of 2. So you basically draw one and then you draw the internal border. And then I used some boxes just to create some kind of sticky notes or pages from also Dear Lily Designs. And basically all I did is I put a stencil here and then I just shifted it a little bit to get this additional border there. Then I also have some stencils in my Hobonichi Weeks in my calendar view. And so it's just kind of nice to be able to have a little bit more of a definition of things that pop out that are in your, what you have are important, you know, no school time type of days for me. Time change was here. And so I just love stencils because it just adds that little extra pop. And again, because I'm not really, in my opinion, creative, I guess I am because I can produce things like this, but I just love being able to have that additional flexibility. And in my opinion, what I feel like is that extra spot of creativity. And so I have, as you can see, a ton of Dear Lily Design stencils. These are by far my favorite, not only because there are a ton of options, but they are really, really thick plastic, so they don't move around on you too much when you're using them. All of their stencils are numbered. You can see the numbers at, let me get a yellow one, at the top. And so if you're ever curious about what stencil I'm using in a spread, I can easily refer to it. See, that says 015A. And the A means that it's a set, you know, like this. And I also have additional videos just on stencils because I love them. I also have some Hobonichi specific stencils, which I actually use a little bit less frequently now that I have all of these other options. This one is from the Jabun Techos, and that was for my 5 minutes when I had the Jabun Techo Biz that I used, but I like using the numbers on here, and I actually use the symbols for my bullet journal too. And this is Midori This is a stencil slash kind of page marker that you can use for your planners as well. I don't use this one as often, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I have a lot of these other symbols on some of the other stencils that I have. And then these are my Beauty by Starlet designs. And these, I think these came in a set of 3. It was one of the bullet journal bundles. And then this was a Hobonichi Weeks individual purchase. But I've got those as well. And again, I'll try and link everything down below also. But stencils is number 2 on my list of favorite planner accessories. Right. Number 3 favorite planner accessories are sticky notes. I love sticky notes. So I have a very large variety of sticky notes, and I like all kinds of sticky notes. Functional sticky notes, fun and cute little sticky notes, big, huge list pad sticky notes with a little page marker on it, just like every sticky note you can possibly think of. I constantly write on sticky notes and then just throw it in my planner. I'll see if I can find some examples in my bullet journal. I can guarantee you I'll find at least 3. And so here are just like random things I need to buy or do. Buy gallon size Ziplocs, laser toy for my cat. Again, grocery lists here. I've got, oh, I also have some transparent sticky notes and I write little quotes on them. And I just use sticky notes for a lot of things. And then, you know, here's some Target order, some additional sticky notes, and then my bullet journal key. I'm also using sticky notes right now as my bullet journal page markers. And so these were also from JetPens. These were, I don't even remember. Hang on just one second. They're these. These are from JetPens and they're Memo Me, I guess, but these are what I'm using right now for all of my kind of dividers for my bullet journal. And then these are Midori sticky notes. I actually got these Midori sticky notes because they are cream, so they're the exact same color as the Hobonichi paper. And so I was really excited when I found those. And then I've got Whitney English sticky notes. I've got Mom Agenda sticky notes. I've got, I don't even know who these are by, like just all sticky notes. I love sticky notes because they're versatile. If I don't have time to actually write something in my planner, I can throw it on a sticky note, draw it in my planner. I actually just went to the grocery store, so I have a food inventory in my bullet journal, and we purchased some extra stuff. So this is the stock of everything we have in our home. We purchased extra groceries at Costco, and so I'm adding these into my freezer inventory, and we took things out of my pantry inventory for dinner. And so I didn't have the extra, 30 seconds to write these in my planner to actually make it look pretty. So I just threw it on a sticky note and put it in here, and I'll just do it whenever I get a chance to actually transfer my information. So number 3 favorite item is definitely sticky notes. So number 4 current favorite, and this has not always been on my list, are decorative items. Vellum right now is like really, really, really important to me for some reason, and I don't really even know why. I am a sucker for anything floral. I made my very first purchase from Sterling Ink, and I think I literally got one of everything. I got so many things. I actually have a pile set aside of stuff that I need to give away because I didn't pay too close attention to the design, and turns out I didn't like some of the designs. This one is actually from Lauren Phelps Designs, but what I'm doing with vellum is I'm just doing a lot of decorating. And so right here in my my Hobonichi Cousin, I have the freebies from Sterling Ink Designs, and I have those just as a tip in right now for each of the months on the daily pages. And I just print these off at home. I do have my own plain vellum, and so I print these off at home, and then I just tip them in, and I just love that extra little kind of design that it adds to your planners. What I am planning to do, and I still haven't done it, and I'll probably end up making a video of it, is I'm actually going to use these vellums and make dividers for my bullet journal. So I will, hang on, there's some personal stuff in here real quick. So another thing that I did with my bullet journal is I actually decorated the inside of my cover. So I took two vellums that I thought complemented each other very well. I cut them to size and I just double side taped them in just to decorate the cover. I also have that also on my Hobonichi Weeks. And so here is the Lauren Phelps design, and I just taped it onto this page. And then I also I didn't use vellum, but I don't use the calendar at a glance. And so I was going to use this for stickers that people send me for gifts or just Happy Mail in general. And so I've got vellum back here as well. And so I do a lot of tip-ins with my vellum. I also have it on the inside of my clear plastic cover for my bullet journal. It just adds that like little extra design that I really enjoy, and especially because it's floral. So one thing I wanted to try to do that I haven't quite figured out yet is I'm going to take one piece of vellum and I am going to tip them in, and I'm going to make a divider of sorts. And so when my weeks start on my bullet journal, I'm going to tip this in, but I'm going to let it stick out just a touch. And so I can't use this piece because it's too short, but I'm going to tip it in. I'm going to let it stick out, and then I'm going to cut all of this and make my own tabs of just the vellum, and I'll write on there what that section is. And so I'll do one for my weeks, one for my daily logs, one for my trackers, one for my books, one for my food inventory, lists, packing lists, animal stuff. And so that's part of the other reason that I'm currently just using sticky notes for my tabs of my bullet journal, is just because I want to make sure before I use my vellum to create my own dividers, is I want to make sure that I'm going to stick with all of these categories or not add more categories, which I'm totally going to do. So as of right now, decorative type things is number, what are we on, 4? Are we on 4? Oh my gosh, we did planner covers, we did stencils, we did sticky notes. Yep, decorative, so 4. Also in my decorative, I will include stickers. So this is by far my favorite little sticker holder. I purchased this on Amazon. It is an A5 vinyl 6-ring planner type thing, but it actually came with, that would be my oven. It came with this little clear zipper pouch. It also came with my dividers, and it came with, I think, 60 sheets of sticker paper. Y'all, it took me 2 whole days to transfer all of my stickers, and I'm still not done. So I have all of my character stickers in here. This is what I mean by I'm still not done, because I just haven't finished it all. So all of my character stickers are in here. And then my next tab is all of my Caffeine and Paper Co stickers. Well, not really all of them, because I have all of these on a ring still. So all of my Caffeine and Paper Co stickers are in here. And then I have With Wool and Flax. And then I have my DolcePlanner stickers. And then I don't have anything in my last little thing right now, mainly because I ran out of sticker paper. So decorative touches are definitely my number 4. And this is not including all of my washi. So I don't use stickers and washi very often anymore. Again, depending on what planner. So in my functional planner, I don't use it very often. But in my memory keeper or in my decorative journal, this is my decorative journal, and I do a lot of decorating in my journal. It's just kind of like a therapeutic type thing for me. And so I use washi, I use stickers, and I use all kinds of fun things in my journal. So decorative items are definitely number 4 for me. Number 5 are going to be my planner pouches. So I actually don't have a ton of them, but I do have several that I actually use on a regular basis. So this is my main planner pouch, which has all of my highlighters, my tombos that I use in my planner, my stencils stay in here as well. And then this one can just kind of get pulled up, and I zip it up, and I keep this one in my bag. And so this is just kind of like my functional planner pouch. Oh, and rulers. Rulers is also really high on my list, but it didn't make it today because I can use the straight edge on my stencils for, I don't actually use rulers to measure things. I use rulers just for a straight edge. When I do a lot of that in my, I'm getting off on my, getting off on my little tangent here, but I do straight lines a lot in my bullet journal. So rulers are definitely on there, but not my top 5 because I can use my stencils for it. So planner pouches are number 5. So I have my functional planner pouch, which stays in my handbag all of the time with my bullet journal. I have my work planner pouch, which has my work badge, and I work in the medical field. It has all of my notebooks. It has all of my pens. It has all of my calculators. Just everything work related is in this planner pouch. And this one goes in my work bag for when I go to work. And then get back in there, friends, planner, work stuff. And then the next thing that I have is my miscellaneous type stuff. I don't even know like what you would call this one, but this one I have in my handbag as well. It's got tissues, lip stuff, a hair tie, a glass nail file, hand sanitizer, lotion, nail clippers. And this is just kind of like my random, in case I need something while I'm out and about type of thing. As you can tell, I have a really big handbag because I have my bullet journal, my functional pouch, and this, whatever you want to call this pouch in there. And then I have these two. This one is actually in my little journal cart. This has all of my colored pens. Oh, look, more sticky notes. My vellum sticky notes that I use for decorative journaling, a permanent marker for my sticky notes, and then my colored pens when I do my decorative journaling. So this is in my little journal tote. And then this one has just random sticky notes, again with the sticky notes, my MakseLife habit tracker sticky notes, my Hobonichi sticky notes, and my cloth and paper orchid icon stickers. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's too much stuff. Like, it's just so much because I love all of the things. So those are definitely top 5. So number 1, planner covers. Number 2, stencils. Number 3, sticky notes. Number 4, decorative items. Number 5, pouches. Also, honorable mentions, as I've already said, are the said rulers, because I do have a lot of rulers. Did I have one in here too? I have one in here. I have one in here. I have multiple right now, like I'm staring at them on my desk. 1, 2, 3, 4 on my desk. So honorable mentions are definitely rulers. Colored pens are actually pretty low on my list. Again, this is just based off of what I'm using at the time. I use colored pens a lot in my decorative journal. I'll just do like one page a different color or one open spread a different color. And I would definitely say my highlighters right now that I'm using that are my favorite. I saw these, of course, because Instagram is Instagram, and I got heavily influenced. I ended up buying both packs of these Alohaster. I don't know how to say these. I'm butchering it, I'm sure. But I bought these. I think the first person I saw have them was Sarah Bailey of I Am Sarah Bailey, I think. Her Instagram, she had them, and then somebody else and somebody else and somebody else and somebody else. So there were 2 packs. I will say you don't need 2 packs. There were 2 different kind of color schemes, and I bought 2 packs because like that's just who I am. Because I have to have like all of the things in one collection. And that's why I have so many DearLilyDesign stencils, because I feel obligated to have literally every single thing that they make. But you can see how close some of these colors are. Like these 3, well, excuse me, these 2 are really close. These 2 are really close. These 2 are really close. So I think the biggest reason I ended up purchasing 2 packs, and I might be remembering things wrong, is I wanted the purple and I wanted the gray, but they were in separate packs. So again, on Amazon, honorable mention number 2, I don't know, I'm losing track, y'all, because it's just like so much stuff. The pen that I'm currently using is actually just the Hobonichi ballpoint pen. I really love ballpoint pens. And these are the Uni Jet Streams. I have my fountain pen in here as well. Not gonna lie, I don't really use it all that often, which sucks because this was super expensive and I have 2 of them. But since I just kind of changed my planners and my paper, I just really didn't love the way my fountain pen worked on the Stalogy or the Zenquins, but it works really well on the Hobonichi paper. So I keep it in there for my journaling and stuff like that. And so right now the pen that I'm using is just my ballpoint pen, and that's pretty much what I use full time right now, just because they're easy, they're cheap, the refills are super inexpensive. I get 3 colors because I'm trying to find an example. Oh my gosh. Every once in a while will put things in red, like here, of stuff that I need to remember. So no school and stuff like that. So I do use these as well. So those, I guess, are my honorable mentions of my favorite type of stationery accessories. That's a lot, right? Like I use a lot of stuff. I like a lot of stuff. But if you have your favorite thing that you love stationery accessory wise, and it's not on my list, feel free to drop it down below because maybe I need to check it out. I'm also super interested in knowing what everybody's top, let's make it challenging. Let's do top 2, not top 3, not top 1, but top 2 favorite planner accessories are. Let me know in the comments down below. I will try my hardest to remember to link everything as well. And again, thank you all so very much for watching and sticking with me through all of this. I hope you enjoyed all of my fun little accessories, and let me know what your favorite accessory is down below. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day.